We're recordifying.
We stole Chris.
Did I even have a say in this?
Nope.
No, no say whatsoever.
None. We got you now.
My mom scares me sometimes.
Over the 13 speed bumps that we have to go through just to get out of the neighborhood.
No freaking kidding.
Gosh.
It's like you're going down a roller coaster. Especially because like this, okay, so this street is like a major hill. Like
Yes.
you're going downhill. And there's no warning because the speed bumps aren't like painted a bright color. They're dark just like the rest of the road. So you'll be driving down at like what, 30, maybe 40 miles an hour because it's pretty steep, and all of a sudden, ka-tonk! You're like, what was that? What the heck was that?
Yep.
Well, surprise!
You know what's the weird thing?
What?
Every single time I come through this neighborhood, for some reason, I cannot not count the speed bumps. I don't know what it is. I always, in my head, am counting. 1,
Really?
2. I don't know why. I know it's something like, oh, I know that when I get to 13, then I'm at,
You gotta watch out for
house.
number 7. Gosh.
But I always, unconsciously, for some reason, count the speed bumps as I'm going over them.
Count your blessings, count your speed bumps.
And every time I'm like, oh my gosh, I got 13. And they're not little speed bumps.
No, they're
actually, they're not bumps. They're speed hills.
I don't understand why the signs, they all say speed humps. Like, could you pick a more awkward phrase?
We got 13 speed humps to go over. All right.
Also, like, I'm not going to say the name of the road we're on.
Okay.
But the name of the road that we're on. But the road that we're on,
Yes.
it's like a highway. What the heck is that? Oh, that's your bottle. It's like a highway, okay? But they have what's the speed limit
What
here?
was that? A quick breath check?
That was me for going to say something and then completely forgetting. So,
Oh.
and then
You're doing a quick breath check to see if you're.
It's my breast day. People were watching this. It's my breast day.
So the
Okay,
road,
sorry, go ahead.
the road that we're on. Well, we're not on it anymore.
Now we're getting on the freeway.
Yeah, but it's like a freeway,
Yeah.
except the what's the speed limit? It's like 40 miles an hour.
Yeah.
And it's like up and down, and you're not going 40 when you're going downhill.
We're buffeting. We're buffeting.
We're buffeting.
Windows up.
Yeah. We all roll the windows up.
Windows up. It hurts
That
the
subwoofer though.
Now we get up. What is wrong with you people? Roll your
Chloe.
windows up.
Chloe.
I'm afraid now. I'm afraid now. So I had an interesting thought actually just yesterday.
I want to hear said interesting thought.
I'm driving on the freeway and I thought, well, this is an interesting concept. Let's gather a bunch of cars together and have them go faster.
What?
That's what a freeway is. Let's gather everyone together, a bunch of everybody together, and have them go faster. That's the thought that came in my head when I was on the freeway yesterday.
And
if you could like flip the camera around and see how many cars are like all bunched together going 70 miles an hour, much safer than 45 on a regular road.
what's stopping us from like increasing the speed? Like, why couldn't we all go 100? In California.
You know what stops us? A police car and a $300 ticket. That's what stops us.
Wasn't there that one road
Not
though?
everybody, though.
When we were in California, we were visiting. We were in LA. There was that one like road
Hot in here.
that was like,
Speed limit.
what was it? The speed limit was like 90.
Yeah, that's Highway 5.
Highway 5. Highway 5. Freaking Highway 5.
Okay, well here's the thing about Highway 5. Highway
boy.
5 is a freeway or highway, or I don't know what, I guess it's a highway, but I don't even know what the
Is there a
difference
difference?
is. No.
I thought they were interchangeable.
Anyways, that is literally straight. You could set your car on,
Just
what is
do
the
it.
drive thing? What is
Cruise
the
control?
cruise control? Take a
Bump out.
2-hour nap.
Jesus, take the wheel.
And you'd still be going straight on Highway 5. In fact, I think there's people that do that.
Oh.
But, yeah, it's just a straight from Northern California to Southern California. It is the
Really?
straightest.
It's gonna be the most boring thing.
It is. It's very boring, and it's 6-7 hours of it.
Oh gosh.
Just straight.
Because I remember going from LA from Sacramento to LA.
Yeah, many times. There are some interesting towns that you pass by as you go through with some interesting names, like Los Baños, which means the bathrooms.
Wait, there's an actual town called...
The town is called Los Baños.
Does it have like a big Mexican population?
I don't know, but they like their bathrooms so much
What the heck?
they decided to name their town the bathrooms.
Or like, was it created, someone just said, "Ooh, let's name our town something exotic. Something in Spanish.
Yeah.
Los Baños."
What does that mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. Let's just put it up there.
Yeah, exactly. That's a
Gosh.
big trailer. Holy moly.
I just looked this
But I
up in the
remember
dictionary.
last time we visited LA, we were on Highway 5, and what is the speed limit there? Isn't it like 90?
On Highway 5, it's, well, what the speed limit is and what people drive are two different things.
Well, it's California.
Yeah. If you're going below 90, you're in trouble because somebody's going to hit you from the rear and push you down the straight.
Versus here, we're currently going 10 miles an hour.
Yeah. And that's another thing. There are parts of California that traffic... Oh, I wish I could flip this around.
Watch
But-
this. Watch this. I'm going to blow your mind.
Okay.
Or not.
Californians would not consider this traffic, okay? But but the fact of like a bunch of cars gathered closely together, we can do this in California, but we're still going 70, 80 miles an hour, okay?
But you're that close?
Here, yeah, oh my gosh, this would be like huge gaps.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
What the
yeah,
heck?
you don't have
What the heck is wrong with California?
There's many people on the road. as we
because let me
possibly
tell you
can.
why you don't put gaps between you and the car in front of you in California, because that means somebody's going to cut in and take your spot, your first place spot on your road.
What the heck? What the
Which is
heck?
the way all Californians think of their roads, is that's their
Their
road,
road.
and they want to be in first place, and nobody's allowed to cut in front of them.
My gosh.
So
California, pull yourself together.
So you drive as absolutely as fast and close as you can to the car in front of you. Don't you dare use your blinker if you want to get over, because
Because that'll
tells,
alert everybody else.
yes, to not let you in is what it alerts them.
California, Gabe Miller, talk to your town,
Yeah.
country, city, state.
Yeah. But we
That
can
was a brain
drive
fart.
fast, all bunched together, fairly well.
I remember we were going, what were we going? We were going 100, weren't we?
Yeah, you on 5, yeah,
Yeah.
that's what you drive.
And we had all the windows down, and us North Carolinian kids were all sticking our heads out the window going, what?
No.
Right?
None of you are North Carolinian
Nope.
kids.
We
You
are.
were all born in California.
Well, yeah, but like, Chloe was raised here. Let's be honest.
Okay.
Noah was half and half.
No, I wasn't. California.
Chloe, you were 2 when we moved here.
Yeah.
What was I?
Dude, superhero.
I was like half and half. I had my
You
childhood in
We've
California.
been here for what? Okay,
Since I
we
was
moved here
13.
in 07.
Yeah,
So 8 years. We've been here 8 years.
yeah. I had like my
So you
child.
weren't 13.
Well, no, I had my 13th. I had my 13th. No, okay, so I was 12. I was 11. I was 12.
Yeah, you were in between.
Yeah, because I remember we went. We
You were 11
happened.
and a half. Exactly. Actually, because we arrived July 4th
That's true.
of 2000.
That's true.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. So, but what was I saying?
Okay, I have no idea.
Oh yeah, I had my childhood years from 0 to like
Yes.
11 and a half in California, and then I had my teenage years in North Carolina.
Which, thank God. You didn't have your teenage years in California.
Can you imagine?
Yeah.
Like, thankfully, all the kids from my school turned out pretty
Yeah,
fine
that's good.
for the most part. I think you know who I'm thinking of. Remember we were going through on Facebook, totally not stalking everybody? I'm not going to name names because
Yeah.
this is public, but
But they are awesome group of kids.
yeah,
I do have
I
to
had
say.
a great group of kids.
You did. You were very blessed.
Yeah, I had a good childhood. Thank
Yes,
you for that.
Did. You're welcome.
Ow, your earring is digging into my
Oh,
cheek.
Sorry.
Oh, look.
I've heard that, like, you realize how much you don't like people. How many people you don't like when you have to pick out the name of your firstborn.
Is
that true?
Yeah. It's like, oh no, can't name him that because
There's
somebody
certain
else
names.
has named that.
There's certain names that have just been forever ruined for me.
Yes. Or it's somebody's pet's name. So you can't.
That could be kind of awkward.
Can't
What would
name
you name
your
your kid chocolate? Yo, that would be a little racist there.
Chocolate. Yeah, white chocolate.
I won't mention any YouTubers' names that have named their dog Lemon.
What? I'm a lemon.
I'm so happy that you know that.
Who is it?
I have the greatest mom.
I know who it is.
You know who it is? Don't.
You can't mention any
Steph Curry.
names.
No,
No.
it's Chris. Yeah.
And then,
No, it's not.
Right?
No.
what
he's
is the other?
Barkley.
What are the other?
Barkley.
Can we mention names?
Like, what do you mean?
Kevin's Barkley. That's
Yeah,
what it
Barkley.
is.
Yeah.
That's a cute name.
Yeah, it's cute.
Barkley's cute.
And it's a pun based off of one of Kevin's most favorite YouTube channels, Amazing Buckley.
Which reminds me of
Oh boy, where are you going with this?
you were almost named Bailey. I wanted to name you Bailey because at that time there was a show. What is it? Party of Five.
Bailey Bacon.
I was
Bailey.
mentioning, yeah, I was talking to a customer and I mentioned how I was
Yeah.
almost named Bailey after like a TV show, and she goes,
Yep.
"Oh, Party of Five."
Yep.
And I'm like, I have no clue what you're talking about,
Yeah,
but my mom was obsessed with that show.
because he was a cute kid that was on that. His name was Bailey. Very cute. So
Oh.
you were almost Bailey. Oh, we got to drop this off.
Oh
Red
yeah,
box.
the movie. Oh my gosh.
Redbox.
Sponsor? No, I wish. Gosh, I
They
wish.
increased their
Pixels.
prices.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh, again?
Oh, and you know what? I was so frustrated. I got a an email
Oh, yeah.
for a promo code for like a free night
Uh-huh.
on Redbox, and we tried to use it and it wouldn't work.
Oh,
You
the
can't-
strug.
no.
Wouldn't take it.
The-
Yeah,
that
wouldn't
is
take
the
it.
literal
They
strug.
didn't do it right.
Who didn't do it right?
Oh, I broke it with my hand.
And like the thing with Redbox is it's great for renting for one night, but if you forget,
Yeah, which always happens. That's what they count on.
yeah,
You forgetting to return.
you know what you need to do? Every time you rent a movie from Redbox, install one of those like beep beep things. That's you know how much people would love you if you stuck one
Yeah.
of those things on each of the cases.
Yep.
Have you seen when like somebody put like $5 like a $5 bill in one of these and said like get yourself some snacks or
Aw,
something?
that's neat.
It was the sweetest
That's
thing.
cool. Because usually what happens to this
What are you
is
guys doing?
Hey, don't break those. I need to do some painting.
Chloe, stop
Um,
breaking them.
Is it gets put on the counter, and then the mail gets thrown on top of it,
Yep.
and you forget to return
That
it,
happens.
and then a month later you go through your mail, and oh, guess what we found?
$500.
No. Wow.
Yep.
Well, this has been an interesting little conversation. What should we call this? Car-versations? We need to do
Kidnapping with Chris.
this.
The kidnapping of Chris.
We need to do this kind of thing more often.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this was a great first introduction, or great first one.
Yep.
And we will, I guess, see you next time.
No.
For all of you people that say, "Where's your mom?"
She's right. Voice should
I
not
do.
shake you when you're driving.
I do exist. I am real.
Yes,
He does have
yes,
a
she
mother.
is.
Yep.
So, yeah, and I will see you next time.
Next time.
Can everyone say goodbye? Let's all try a four-part harmony. Goodbye.
That was horrible.
Super
So
fruity. there.
long farewell.
Auf Wiedersehen, adieu.
Adieu, adieu to you and you and you.
Bye.
I hope that's getting cut.